There are currently 38 different units in Tower Defense Simulator, plus 6 golden variants and 2 staff and admin exclusive towers, for a total of 46 unique towers. And I want to try playing a solo game with literally every single one of them, from the towers you get upon joining the game, to the ones that take 20 hours to grind for. I structured this video to begin with the worst performing towers, and end with the runs that made it the furthest. So without further ado, the tower that performed the absolute worst is Farm. The issue with Farm is, it doesn't really do any damage. Money good, DPS bad. I mean, I did manage to get my money up a bit, but the zombies weren't really fair. I turned on auto skip, which automatically starts waves early, to get as far as possible, and I lost on wave 10. Next, there's actually a few other towers tied for last place. TDS has more support towers than just the Farm. There's also the DJ and Commander. Now DJ is pretty much the exact same as Farm. No way to deal damage, no way to slow or affect enemies, and I lost on wave 10 today, albeit at a slightly different time, as I played on a ton of different maps, which makes it a bit less scientific, but I could be spending 2 days straight playing TDS. I think I'll play 46 games on Honey Valley. Next, there's the Freezer. This tower gets memed on a lot, deservedly, because it does literally no damage, and its slowing effect isn't even good. I ended up making it one wave farther, with a ton of freezers as opposed to literally nothing. It just sucks so much. Commander, however, is a bit more interesting. This is another support tower, but it has a special ability, the Call of Arms. When using this ability, it buffs nearby towers, which I don't care about right now, but it also starts doing a bit of damage itself. It can only attack while using this ability, and it requires 2 expensive upgrades, but I did get one down, and it was decently strong, even allowing me to afford another. The 2 abilities let me make it just a bit further, ending on wave 13. Next, it's Ranger. This tower costs 8,500 coins to unlock. There's a fundamental clash between the Ranger's incredibly slow, powerful fire rate, and the hordes of 10 zombies with 4 health. It's just massive overkill. I only made it as far as Commander, wave 13. Next, the Demo Man. This tower was honestly really strong. The crowd control was top tier, it was cheap, and it had decent single target damage. The problem? No hidden detection. You see, every game, these shadowy zombies spawn at wave 13 and 15, as well as bunch later. And without a specific detection stat, your towers can't hurt them. So this one was arbitrarily cut short, as so would quite a few others. Here's a speed round of all the towers that lost here. Electroshocker has its lightning electricity chain ability, but it's much lower support than DPS. And even if the hidden time spawn, I don't think it should gone very far. Only reaching wave 15. Pursuit is a tower you get for reaching level 100, and it can't detect it. I was actually able to kill a few by timing a wave skip well, so the explosive damage would hit them. So the next wave, they're just too many, and they walked into the base in wave 16. Paintballer surprised me. It's the cheapest purchasable tower, yet its splash damage was mildly impressive, almost akin to Demo, but again, the hidden, and I only made it to wave 17. Mortar. I like this tower a lot. It was one of my favorites back when it had the big scaffolding design, but in this game on Retro Zone, it really couldn't do much. You get it by now, another wave 17 finish. Sledger is the first of a rare set of towers, the event towers, which you can only get for a very limited time, some of which have remained unattainable for 3 years, which is why I want to test them. They have a massive range of ability. Some can make it to the final wave, and some are Sledger. I mean, its freezing effects allow for some high DPS, yet it can't detect it. Thanks to fast skips, I ended on wave 18, a bit further than the others. Toxic Gunner, another event tower, was in virtually the same position. It's good, until it isn't, and I lost in the exact same way. Then there's the event towers I don't have. There's 3 of them specifically that I didn't get for various reasons. Fellow tedious YouTuber Souls agreed to help me solo these, or duo these, but given where this is located in the video, you can probably guess the result. Frost Blaster ended up performing the worst of it, as it had some very subpar DPS. It does get much stronger at later levels, but of course, the classic, no farm. Additionally, with 2 players in the game, Souls got even less money. He placed several and upgraded them to level 2, but no splash damage and limited freezing effects caused us to lose in wave 15. Next, there's the Commando. It had a bit of an advantage over Frost Blaster, as it had splash damage rockets, with honestly very pretty animations, I like this a lot. Although, it didn't have much damage until it ended up getting overwhelmed by the hidden, which it couldn't detect. Wave 17 for the 17th time. Compared to some of the other towers coming up, these weren't as strong, but they definitely had way more style. And of course, thanks to Souls, who makes TDS videos and is a much better player than me, check him out. Still, all these unattainable towers are struggling, but none near as rare as War Machine, given only to approved TDS staff members, less than 100 people have. But can it win on its own? I asked Thatcher for his help with this, a TDS administrator, developer, and memer. He brought the tower, and we had to tank a lot of zombies. but once Thatcher finally had enough to place it, he chewed through the normals and the boss itself, with dual miniguns continuously firing, a rocket launcher, and a big smile on his face. Still, despite all this futuristic tech, it did not have any detection, and we could only make it as far as Wave 17. I mean, Mecha Base is considered the stronger staff on the towers, so maybe later. Finally though, we're past the Wave 17 barrier, and these results start getting a bit more varied as the towers gain hidden detection. Medic kinda sucked here. I never realized how low his DPS was until this game. I mean, its gun doesn't even shoot. I autopiloted through the game and lost on Wave 20. Then there was the Swarm. This is a tower with some history of being used at the highest levels, and it definitely showed its resiliency here.
Mick, fucking kill yourself!